Coach FLG here with another episode of Cooking, Culture, and Chaos with a very special guest, Coach Shaquelle.
Hello.
And if you guys don't know, Shaquelle teaches our strength and fitness program. She's also a great coach, personal trainer, and a diabetes coach as well.
Yep.
And does a lot of great things we'll get into later. But today we're going to be cooking some jerk shrimp. And that's a Caribbean recipe, and Shaquelle is both Jamaican and Grenadian.
I am indeed.
Well, why don't we start with a little peanut punch?
Yes.
And this is a really popular Jamaican drink, right? So, like, between Jamaican and Grenadian, do you feel more close to either one?
I would say I grew up closer to my Grenadian side, but everything we're doing today is more Jamaican.
Oh, it's nice and thick.
Yes. Peanut punch, I found that on my Jamaican side of the family.
I feel like the Jamaicans have a lot of unique, a lot of unique drinks and a lot of herbal things and herbal recipes.
Absolutely.
And I was looking at peanut punch, and apparently it's a great, aphrodisiac for men and the testosterone.
Okay, to the men.
Yeah.
This is thick. This is thicker than normal,
but it's good. But it's
really
good. It does pack a punch, and for guys, Okay, so why don't we get started with making our marinade? So we have some very fancy pink Argentinian shrimp. So it might look like they're cooked but they're not. That's just how they come. And they're jumbo size. Shaquelle, tell us about what we have here.
Okay, so number one is our all-natural, all-purpose seasoning. So this is a blend of seasonings that I grew up using. I've seen my mom use, I've seen my grandma use in all of their cooking, and so I just kind of adopted it.
Okay.
Again, I put it in everything, whether I'm making Caribbean food or not. And then, of course, we have the jerk seasoning, which is also a blend of different seasonings.
What do we have in there? What's in the jerk seasoning?
In the jerk seasoning, so it's salt, sugar, spices, dehydrated garlic, dehydrated onion, cornstarch, herbs, and vegetable oil.
I want to try this. I just want to
smell. Oh, not a smell, a taste.
Yeah, it's good.
Yum.
That's good. That's good.
Very good.
That's very herby.
It is.
A lot of oregano in there.
Yeah, it is. So it works with any meal, but I usually just use a little bit. You want to overpower the meal. Yeah. This one.
Yeah, I think together. Yeah,
it works.
So.
Okay, let's marinate.
Yeah.
Okay. So again, I don't put too much of this because again, it's flavorful, especially since we're doing jerk, and jerk itself is very flavorful. Just put a little bit of that for a little extra punch.
You need a little peanut punch to wash that down.
Every jerk seasoning is a little bit different. That's the thing. So every brand, they kind of do their own mix, their own measurements. Cool Runnings. This is the brand we're using today. I grew up using this. So it's not too bad.
Oh, come on, Shaquelle. I feel like you're being really conservative with the spices. And I know Caribbean people are not like that.
I'm not. I
want to see a little more of this.
Okay, she wants to use more. There we go.
Okay, and then some oil to hold it together, right?
Absolutely. You know the drill.
You guys use olive oil?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Just a couple tablespoons, All right.
Okay.
And so I've soaked some bamboo skewers here so they don't burn while we're grilling. We're going to mix this. We're going to let this marinate. And as it's marinating, we're going to make a mango salsa.
Let's do it.
So, shall we mix this?
Yes, let's mix this.
What do you think? Should be hands or tongs?
The real Jamaicans use their hands. I have nails on, so I don't do that when I have nails.
Right. So I guess I'll do that.
Okay. And I love that we're making mango salsa because with jerk, we always want something sweet to pair with it because it's such a herby, spicy, zesty type of combination. So
shall we put a little bit of salt in this just to?
Yeah, of course.
Okay,
Where
so
do we have salt?
That one right there.
This one?
This
I was
one
like,
right
that does
here.
not look like salt. Here we are.
Okay, I like the freehand. No, have the confidence. Do it.
This is what I do at home. Like, if I mess with my own food, it's fine, but see, this
Very conservative. Come on, Shaquelle. We need more.
we need seasoning.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't measure anything at home, so I just freehand it all.
Yeah, that's a sign of a real chef.
Cook. Yep. Just wait till the Caribbean gods tell me to stop pouring.
Okay, so we're gonna put this aside. What do you think? I think the lemon should wait. We don't want to cook the shrimp because that's what the lemon does.
Right.
So we'll just leave this aside.
Yep.
All right, so let's get to work on this mango salsa. So start with the mangoes. And what's going to go into mangoes? We have some bell peppers here, nice and colorful. Jalapenos, got a red onion, some little bit lime, and some cilantro. And the garlic, I don't know, you probably like that, so maybe we'll put a clove. I feel like you love garlic.
In a salsa? I'm not. What do you think?
Okay.
Maybe.
I mean, it's up to you.
We can.
Okay, we'll put that to the side.
We'll think about it.
To the side. So let's get chopping with these mangoes.
Okay, let's do it.
I'll give you the better knife.
Thank you so much. This looks like a children's knife.
It's very sharp.
So in Jamaica, the real way of peeling mango is with your teeth. So we're not going to do that today. They don't pull out the knives. They take it off the tree and they peel it with their teeth.
That's pretty hardcore.
It is hardcore. It's intense.
Okay, you have an interesting technique going.
I go around my little seed or through it.
Okay, we both have a different technique. I'll let Shaquelle do her way, and I'll do my way.
See, my family, we used to fight over who gets to eat from the seed. Oh, she has a nice dicey way. See, I've never done that. I've seen it in, movies.
I'll do it the dicey way and then pop it open. And yeah.
Oh, okay. See, I'm just eat it, so that's where it's good. Let's try some dicey. Come on. Have you ever had mango with tahini? Oh, beautiful. Yep. It is great. Must try it.
Ooh, Shaquelle. Okay.
I did something to that mango, that's for sure.
I mean, we can always do a lot of editing. Isn't that right, Vicky?
Never.
Silence?
We can edit, but sometimes you gotta
You can roll with it. Chaotic. Right.
Many minutes later.
Okay, well, we're getting somewhere. Right?
We are getting there.
Okay. Vicky, we are getting very far with our mango chopping, okay? Okay, well, what about these? We're just going to let these guys just kind of
chill.
Well, we're going to eat them later, okay? We're not going to throw them out. That would be wasteful. Next, we could chop the onion.
Okay.
Shaquelle, I'll let you do that.
All right.
I know that you do that all the time.
Ready to cry. Let's go.
She's doing that.
Are we doing the full onion?
Oh, I think a quarter.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah, I think a quarter's good. Small version of
I
quarter.
want to see if this is hot. Do you want to see if this is hot, Shaquelle?
Sure. Taste test. That's a big piece.
Okay.
And I put it all in my mouth. It's not very hot.
No, it's
like water. Tastes like a vegetable with no spice.
Maybe there'll be some more heat at the end, you know?
Mm-hmm. So
how often do you guys do jerk?
Honestly, growing up, again, I grew up with my Grenadian side, so never.
Oh.
It was only when I started to cook on my own, I'm like, there's a whole set of seasonings that I've not been using, the Jamaican seasonings. So that I've been experimenting just for the last couple years, and especially during my health journey, because it's easy to, you know, throw some jerk seasoning on a chicken breast and, you know, make it more interesting. So yeah, I'm still kind of new to jerk, I would say, personally. And I just feel like my Jamaican father didn't really like jerk, which is weird. He'd opt for curry more often. Oh, you fast. I'd be taking my time.
That's okay. And, I'm gonna roll this lime.
Okay.
Oh, we also have cilantro.
I've actually not used much cilantro in my life.
Oh.
Yeah. I use thyme quite a bit, like fresh thyme, but
This will brighten everything up.
I do love cilantro. My sister, though, does not like it. So at home, we don't use it.
She's not very experimental, your sister?
No, not at all.
So this is actually looking very nice.
Very beautiful.
And so I'll let you cut this lime in half.
I'm gonna spritz it on.
Right.
Okay. Very nice.
And then what? I think we should also season this.
Okay.
So maybe
salt and pepper.
Salt and pepper, and then your wonderful all-purpose seasoning.
I'm here for it. Okay. Let's do it.
I love the freehand.
Here for the freehand. Yes. There we go. Cooking like a Grenadian now. What my grandma tends to do is she actually pours it in her hand, looks, tosses it in. Still don't think it's a type of measurement. I think she just feels like doing that.
Okay, so let's turn this grill on, and then I'll grab a spoon so we'll mix that up.
Okay. Okay, let's mix this mango salsa now that we've seasoned it up.
And what do you think? Do you think we should put a touch of oil in there?
Yeah, a little bit of olive oil. This looks so good.
Okay, well, we have to taste it. We have to taste as we go.
Yeah, you take the first taste.
Oh, okay.
You do the honors.
Okay.
Are you missing something?
No, I think I just didn't get a mango in there. But
you got everything but the mango in the mango salsa.
But the taste is good. But it tastes great.
Wonderful.
Okay, let's move on. Now let's get this grill hot.
Okay.
So that's going.
Fire it up.
Now we can skewer these wonderful shrimp.
Okay. How many are we thinking? 3?
Oh, I think we could do like, let me see, maybe 5?
Okay. Let's stick them on. It smells great.
I know.
Oh, wonderful.
You know, how long have you been doing personal training for?
That is a great question. I started personal training in my 3rd year of university, so even before I graduated with a degree. 2018 is when I started, and I started as
5 years.
Yeah, it's been a while. I started as a health coach, so that was my title back in the day.
Fantastic.
And now here we are as a certified personal trainer, group fitness instructor, and kinesiology candidate.
Yeah, well, what I love about some of the things that you like to tell others is, you know, cooking foods that are close to their own cultural background.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so important, especially when we're talking about diabetes management. I find that a lot of the information out there is very westernized, and so it's so far out from people of color and people from different cultures to change their diet in order to help their blood sugars, because they're eating foods they didn't grow up with, don't love, don't know how to cook. So I've spent many years using my culture to lose weight, to reverse my prediabetes,
Yeah.
and I still eat my cultural food.
So is the Jamaican and the Grenadian food quite similar? Like, what's the main difference between the two?
Yeah, I'd say they're pretty similar. Sometimes they call the same dishes different names, and they fight over that, as do all of the islands. But I think the food is pretty much the same for the most part. I would say a main difference is that Grenadians have a little bit more of that Indo-Caribbean, so we do a lot of rotis and doubles and things like that, which is more similar to the Trinis. Whereas Jamaicans, I don't really see them making roti or anything like that. They're more of the rice and
See,
meat.
a lot of stews.
A lot of stews.
A lot of stews.
They like their protein in Jamaica, that's for sure. The main part of the meal is always whatever that protein is, where it's goat, lamb, chicken. That's kind of what makes the meal for them.
All right. Well, that was quick.
Okay.
And how did you get into health and fitness? What was your inspiration for that?
I feel like I have a few different stories that kind of lead up to today, but the first kind of interest I had in it was when I was younger, and both my grandparents on my mom's side had diabetes, and I just kind of watched them go through some hard times. They went through a lot of the side effects of diabetes, and they weren't really living their best quality of life. And to me, I just thought there had to be something out there that could help them. Of course, Grenadians, they were in their ways, they had their patterns, so they maybe weren't going to change. But I thought, people that want to make a difference in their health, they should be able to.
Right.
And especially, for someone that is so deep in a specific culture, there has to be a way to reach them.
Yeah.
So that's kind of what interested me in diabetes management specifically. And then when I was diagnosed with pre-diabetes, I was like, okay, now's my chance to say or do what I kind of imagined could happen. So, I did do all of the fad diets and everything before I was able to incorporate my own culture.
Yeah.
But
what's one of them that you did?
The one that always stands out to me is when I did keto, because I did it for about 2 days and then almost passed out in my bathroom and gave up and went to McDonald's and felt a lot better.
Yeah.
Actually, and I don't know how many times people feel better after McDonald's, but
All right, so let's get cooking.
All right.
Shaquelle, I'll let you do the honors.
All right, thank you. So jerk is essentially the Jamaican version of barbecuing. So if you want to do the right jerk, you want to put it on a grill.
These are going to cook up real fast.
Oh, yeah. Oh, they smell so good. Yes. You did well. I'm only using half the grill.
Okay, don't want to crowd.
And you know what? This is an easy meal to do because shrimp cook so fast.
We actually wanted to do jerk chicken, but then because of the time, decided to do jerk shrimp.
Yep.
So it's probably going to be maybe 90 seconds aside, and then a little flip. Ooh, let me just open the door.
Normal, the smoke. If you're ever walking in Toronto and Eglinton, this is what you see. The smoke from the barbecue, original jerk chicken. Or shrimp. They look beautiful so far.
Delicious.
Give it a few more A few more seconds here. Okay, let's not catch on fire now.
There you go.
Okay, stick's broken.
A little flip.
Let's do a flippy flip.
I want you to burn your fingers. Oh, okay. So I didn't. It's a
nice idea.
It's important to really soak the skewers very well so they don't fall apart
On the grill.
We'll have an extra smoky flavor with that one.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my
That
god.
one's flipped already, but
Oh, okay.
It can use more cooking on that side anyway.
Okay,
so.
all right.
They look beautiful though.
Yeah, and I guess we could have put them on the grill without the skewers if we wanted to, but it looks nice with the skewers on. It's fun.
It does, yeah. Its own little vibe. That's okay. Just soak your skewers.
What do you think, Shaquelle? Think these ones are ready to go, or give them
These ones? These ones?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're looking pretty good actually.
Okay.
I'd say so.
Yeah, I think these ones are done.
Done and done. Switch them out.
Oh. Oh, okay.
Grab that little piece. Oh.
Oh, these look great. I think these guys are done. What do you think, Shaquelle?
Yep.
Okay.
I think so.
These guys? What do you think? This guy needs a little more.
That one needs
Right.
some time. I think this one can use it just a couple
Okay.
more seconds.
All right, but let's put the other ones on.
Mm-hmm.
Oops.
Don't set fire to your grill. No. Okay.
Okay, well, it's really hard for me to wait.
Don't
So
take that.
I think we should each try a shrimp.
Okay. I'm in for that.
Hot. Okay. Oh my god.
A+.
Right?
A+. This paired with the mango salsa. Mm-hmm. That is a combo you must try.
Vic, you gotta try it when it's hot.
Slappy.
Oh yeah, real good.
Right?
That has to be the best shrimp you've ever had. Those,
Mm-hmm.
it tastes like lobster.
It does. Look at us. Affordable lobster right here.
Okay, those guys are done. Those guys are done. Bam.
These ones too.
Almost seasoned and juicy.
Mm-hmm. These are good too, yeah. Ooh. I can use this.
Bam.
So what do you call these?
Tongs. Tongs.
My sister calls them clackers.
Clackers?
Clackers. That's what they're called in my household.
And then the rice and peas, like,
Mm-hmm.
I thought that would be a very simple and quick thing to do, but it's not, is it?
It's not. It's a process.
So what we did was we just went to the store
Mm-hmm.
and we just made an order of some rice and peas. But Shaquelle, would you like to tell us what goes into this recipe here?
Absolutely. So with rice and peas, this is one difference between Jamaica and Grenada. Grenada's rice and peas is made with basmati rice and, long grain rice and pigeon peas, whereas Jamaicans make it with kidney beans and rice.
And it's cooked with coconut milk. That's what I learned.
Yes. So we do boil it in water, and we tend to use usually a coconut block because it makes the coconut flavor come through a bit more. But if you don't have time to get a coconut block or you don't have one at home, then you just use coconut milk. You add some seasoning. So we usually do onion, garlic, and fresh thyme, and boil it with everything. So it's the rice, the peas, coconut milk, seasonings. You throw some salt and pepper in there, and you let it cook. But it does take some time.
How's it going over there?
They're looking pretty good. What do you think?
Yeah, I think these two guys look like
You're ready to go?
All right.
Yeah.
What do you think? That guy needs maybe a little flip?
Yeah. A couple more seconds there. Fast and easy. Very delicious.
Shaquelle, this looks amazing.
Right? I 100%
Cheers.
agree. Chefs in the house. Very good.
Okay, shall we have a
Okay.
taste?
Let's do it.
Even though we're tasting along the way, I can't help myself.
Right? Just gotta make sure everything's good. That mango salsa is really good.
I could have chose like more ripe mangoes, but it's still good.
It's still good.
But the real star of the show are these shrimp. Now you guys know to get those pink Argentinian shrimp, like little lobsters.
It's really good.
Oh my God, Shaquelle, those shrimp,
It's so good.
I can't get over it. They're very juicy and the saltiness and all the jerk flavor and the herbiness from your all spice mix.
Together, that is a combo. Wow.
So Shaquelle,
One of these.
you know, I know that you didn't grow up here. Grew up in Winnipeg, if I'm not wrong. And would you like to tell us a little bit about your upbringing?
Sure. So, in Winnipeg, it's very different. It wasn't much of a Caribbean community. So, I was usually the only Caribbean kid in my class, in the area. There was maybe one other family in the area.
A lot of like white people.
In the area I grew up in, it was more Filipino people and East Indian people, which is really interesting. So a lot of people kind of guess that it's more white people, and I think in different areas in Winnipeg it is, but where I grew up it wasn't. So it was nice to be around people of color, for sure. But I still had that sense of feeling kind of left out because everyone had their own languages and they would kind of go into their own groups. And I'm like, I only speak English. I am the only Caribbean person, so no one kind of gets, where necessarily I'm coming from. So although I was able to fit in some ways, it definitely felt left out for the most part. So.
Did you eventually find a community eventually, or was it always kind of like that in Winnipeg?
I'd say it was always like that. I found a community in my steel pan group that I played with.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Everyone I played with was like 70, so no one my age.
Yeah. The steel pan thing, that's obviously very Caribbean thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Do they usually put kids into that?
Yeah.
Are you guys young?
Yeah, I wish I started it younger, to be honest. I was probably 13, 14 when I started, and I mean, I was so excited to just do something Caribbean because, again, that wasn't really, like, programs for Caribbean people didn't really exist, and I had to go quite a ways to get there. But yeah, so we did have a few younger kids in the class, but it was mainly older Caribbean people that have been playing for years. But it was really nice to connect to people that came from the same descent.
Yeah.
So I didn't grow up with that.
Yeah, of course.
And that's why I moved to Toronto, really. One of the bigger reasons is that the Caribbean community here is huge, and I'm here for it.
You were just in Caribana last weekend or the weekend before?
Weekend before.
Yeah, and how was that?
Oh, the amount of Grenadians I saw out there, I'm still shocked. I didn't even know there were that many Grenadians out there because it's such a small island. But a lot of them were repping this year. And it's so weird to me because I've never grew up with people that are, repping the same thing as me. So it was nice little, like, whenever I saw someone with a Grenada flag, I'm like, oh my God, like, yes, dap it up and talk a little bit, which was really nice.
Is there a distinct accent that Grenadians have? Do you guys, I don't really have I don't want to embarrass myself, but do you guys also speak patois?
No,
Okay.
we don't speak patois. I would say, so for Jamaicans, they have patois, and it's more of a French, English kind of mix and their own kind of words. Whereas in Grenada, the second language is actually Spanish, so we don't really speak patois. They do have their own words that they kind of use sometimes.
So what's the official language in Grenada is English?
It's English,
Okay.
yeah. To me, the other islands have specific accents. So, like, if I heard a Guyanese person speaking, I could tell they were Guyanese. And, a Trinidadian person, I can tell they're Trinidadian because their accents are so specific. Grenadians, not so much. I feel like it's like a mix of all the islands because there is the Afro-Caribbean side mixed in there. There's the Indo-Caribbean side, and it's kind of all mushed together. So they have their own little thing going on, but I don't think it's very distinct.
Well, now I'm very curious to know and to hear this, and I hope you will.
I'll practice.
And what's like I like to ask people about their enemies as well. I like to know. So amongst
enemies.
and for Caribbeans or Grenadians, let's say, do you guys dislike each other? The other islands? Is there something like that going on?
I find that I don't know if we actually hate each other or it's more like my island's better. I feel like every island thinks they're number one and the way they do things is the right way, and every other island is wrong.
I've seen that with certain recipes, especially pone cake.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone says that it's theirs, and the other people have no idea how to make it.
Yeah, they make it differently. Yeah, with even like rice and peas, like the Jamaicans and the Grenadians be like, oh, like I don't want no Jamaican rice and peas. I want the Grenadian, the right one,
Right.
So I don't know that we actually hate each other, but we definitely are strong in our pride for our own.
Would you say that Grenadians have more pride than Jamaicans? Like who's stronger?
Oh, I have to say the Jamaicans are more prideful for sure.
Do you guys kiss your teeth, or is that a?
Oh yeah.
So that's everywhere.
I think that's everywhere.
Okay.
All of us do it. Yep.
Well, Shaquelle, it was a real pleasure to have you on. And again, guys, Shaquelle, she can cook and she can also give you guys an amazing workout. I hope you enjoyed this recipe. And thanks for watching Cooking, Culture, and Chaos. See you next time.